Hello everyone, this is Maria from Maxifisio. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be filming a yoga class to help to relieve stress, anxiety, just to help you relax and calm down. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm filming in Fuerteventura at the beautiful villa where I'm staying. So hopefully you can enjoy the view with the pool, the tree. There's a few birds flying around. It's very peaceful at the moment. Hoping it will stay like that while I'm filming. But yeah, the idea is just helping you with the background to relax while I guide you through this yoga class. As always, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up at the end of it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And if you want to get in touch or you're interested in any of my online classes and services, you can visit my website, maxifisio.com. For this class, we're going to start on our back. It's also going to be a wrist-free class, so it's friendly for your wrists if you're not able to put much weight at the moment or you don't like that. So yeah, we're going to start on our back, like I said. And you can have a bit of a cushion on your neck if you need to, but otherwise just lie yourself flat like I'm going to do. And we're going to start in Supta Bandha Konasana, so butterfly pose on our back, keeping our feet and our knees together. Open the knees wide, activate the soles of the feet, so just pressing one to another and make sure your back is neutral so it's not overarching. Take one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Close your eyes if you have them open. Inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top and exhale slowly through the mouth, letting go. Complete the exhale, seal your lips, and again continue inhaling slowly through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Trying to make each breath slightly longer, slightly deeper. But keeping it even. So if you're inhaling in 3 seconds, try to think of exhale also in 3 seconds. And pay attention to the movement on your hands. So there should be a bit of movement on both. But the hand on the belly should always be moving more if we're using our diaphragm properly. And it's often, again, if we're under stress or we're suffering with anxiety, that we tend to breathe more with the chest. So if that's what's happening at the moment, just think of paying a bit more attention to the belly hand and see if you can correct that a little bit and make your belly hand move a bit more. But again, this movement on both. We're also going to pay attention to the sensations we have on the body and our mind. And we're going to try to set an intention for this class. So again, it can be just a class to help you relax. Maybe it's just also a class to make you feel good, to disconnect from your day. It could be different reasons. So just find something that is meaningful for you today and set your mind for it. And then lastly, we're just going to make our breath a bit more active. So we're going to be doing Ujjayi Pranayama. So basically we want to try to constrict the back of the throat as we exhale and as we inhale. So the breath will be slightly audible to you, but not to others. If you prefer to do a different type of breath or pranayama, that's absolutely fine too. Let's take another 3 breaths here. All right, as we complete this exhale, let's just use our hands to close our hips, bring them to the chest, to Uttanasana, knees to chest pose. Just create a bit of compression on the hips and the back. Maybe you can take the hands, so hand to opposite forearm, maybe opposite elbow, maybe just opposite hand to hand, just whatever feels appropriate for you. Continue with your breath. And then bring your hands to a T, palms facing up. And then from here, using a bit the strength of the core, lower the legs to the right, turn the neck to the left. You can take the right hand on your left thigh or knee for a bind and breathe into the left side of the body, again slowly and deeply. So slow, gentle breaths, trying to calm the body. She helps you to bring your heart rate down as well. Bring your arm back to the T if you had it on the bind. Again, keep the knees tucked in, use with the strength of the core. And can you bring the legs now to the left, turn the neck to the right. And again, if you want to do the bind, left hand to the right knee or the right thigh. And again, breathe into the right body, into the right side of the body. Nice and slow, nice and deeply. Come back to center, using again the strength of the core. Make sure your arm goes back to the T. Return to Uttanasana. Maybe you can hug the knees a bit deeper. And then keep holding the right knee to the chest. Bring the left leg down. Flex all 10 toes. Take the right hand to the right knee. You can keep the left hand on the left hip, open up to the side, just creating a still bit of compression, so knee to shoulder, again, neck to the left. Breathe. And change your hands, and just create a bit of a twist, again, looking over to the right. Breathe. Come back to center. Now take the hands at the back of the thigh. You can do this with your left leg bent if your flexibility or your hamstring flexibility is not great, or you feel a bit stiff at the moment. So you're going to inhale to lengthen the leg. Maybe take the hands a bit higher if you're able to. Flex the toes. And now exhale, point. And again, breathe in, flex. Exhale, point. Good. Keep it moving. Stretching a bit the back body. Hamstring the calf. And then we're going to hold this next one. Maybe bring the knee a bit more to you if you're able to. Breathe in, breathe out, and release. Come back to Uttanasana. Notice the difference on the right and the left. Hopefully the right feels a bit more open. We're going to do the same on the left side, so we're going to even ourselves out. So from here, keep holding the left knee, take the right leg down, flex all 10 toes. Creating a bit of compression on the left hip, but comfortably. Keep your breath. Your Yahi Pranayama, or if you're doing a different type of breath, that's okay too, just keep the breath active. Now with your left hand, open up the hip, keep the right hand on the right hip, and then as you open up the hip, just again, knee to shoulder, so you're still creating a bit of compression there. Turn your neck to the right, breathe. We'll give you a bit of an inner thigh stretch, it's really nice for the hip. And we're going to change our hands as we guide the leg to the opposite direction. And again, the neck will turn to the left. Might give you a bit of a stretch on the glutes as well. Come back to center, hands at the back of the thigh. You can bend your right knee if needed. And then begin to extend the leg. Maybe your hands can come a bit higher. And then we're going to inhale here, exhale as you point. Inhale, flex. So mobilizing a little bit the foot and ankle so you create more stretch on the calf and the hamstring. Keep breathing. And we're going to stay flexed this time. And then maybe bring the knee more to you if you can. Hold for another full breath. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Come back to Uttanasana. Notice the difference now on both. Hopefully feeling a bit more even. Maybe you can take the hands now to opposite elbows or opposite forearms. So a bit deeper. And then from here, release the grip a little bit. You can take the hands on the shins or the thighs, get a bit of momentum with the legs, inhale, and as you exhale, come to a seat. We're gonna come towards the back of the mat. We're gonna extend our legs for Dandasana, staff pose. So stay tall, hands pressing down on the mat, open up the chest, flex the feet, feel the quads. Think of your posture, stay here. Again, deep breaths. Thinking of your 7 chakras aligned, one on top of the other. Think of the energy of the body traveling on that vertical line. And then from here, take both arms up, inhale. And as you exhale, we're gonna fall forward. Maybe your hands will stay on the thighs, maybe on the shins, maybe you can come to the feet, maybe you can do middle fingers around the big toes. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine too. And then once you're here, just inhale again, and as you exhale, bend the elbows maybe a little bit and fold. Think of the ribs going towards the thighs, not your head going down. Trying to keep the neck in line with the back of the shoulders. Keep breathing. Maybe you can come a bit deeper. Maybe not, and that's okay. And then slowly release, take the arms up again, inhale. Release them down as you exhale. Now I want you to bend your left knee and just keep the thigh on the mat. And we're gonna cross the right foot over the left knee for half length of the fishes pose. So you're gonna take your right hand back, bring your left arm up, inhale, bend your elbow, and as you exhale, try to bind the elbow to the outside of the right knee. Then look behind you, stay tall. Again, deep breaths here. And then release. Just uncross the leg. Bring it a bit more in line with your knee and the hip. You can bring your fingers around the sole of the foot, or maybe use a strap or a TheraBand. And then we're gonna come to heron pose. Begin to extend the knee. Again, maybe your knee will stay bent, and that's fine. Shoulders away from the ears. Stay tall. Deep breaths. And then slowly bring your foot down, and we're gonna swap. We're just gonna bend the right knee, keep the thigh on the mat, cross your left foot over the right thigh, stay tall. Bring your left hand behind. You're gonna bring your right arm up, bend your elbow and bind it to the outside of the left knee. Twist and look back, stay tall. Again, deep breaths. And then gently release from the twist. Bring your left foot more in line with the hip and the knee. Plant the heel on the mat. Again, you can use your hands, interlacing your fingers around the sole of the foot, or use a strap or TheraBand if this is not appropriate for your body. We're gonna try to extend the knee for heron pose, but again, you can keep the knee a little bit bent, and that's fine. And again, your flexibility might be different on both, and that's okay too. Shoulders down, away from the ears, stay tall. Again, deep breaths, helping you stay on the pose. Also notice how you're a little bit more flexible, more open than when we started, and how your breath is also a bit deeper. Heart rate should be a bit slower, we should be feeling a bit more calm. Great. And slowly release. And then from here, we're going to be doing diamond pose, so very similar to Bandha Konasana, to butterfly, but rather than the heels being very close to you, just think of a diamond shape. I'll come back in case you cannot see me very well on the shade. So feet connected, take the hands towards the ankles, allow the knees to open, and then from here just gently fall forward, as if you could bring the elbows towards the knees. And then to where you feel a stretch, this is a hip stretch for the glutes. Might feel a bit the inner thighs, but it's more for the back of the hips. All right, and slowly release. Then I'll just move a bit forward. Gonna keep the legs bent. You can bring the arms in front or support the back of the thighs. We're gonna make our way down onto our back. So I need to come a bit more forward. Great. All right, and once we're on our back, we're gonna come to God pose arms, so about 90 degrees, palms facing up, legs wide, feet slightly turn out. Turn your legs to the right, neck to the left, and if you want to bind, it's going to be your right foot on top of the left knee. So it's slightly different to the twist we did at the beginning of the class. This gets a bit more into the actual hip and the outer thigh. You might feel a bit the lower back too. Keep breathing. And then come back to center. Release the bind if you had it, and then change. Legs to the left, neck to the right. And if you want to bind, left foot on top of your right knee to try bring the knee a bit lower. And again, breathe into the right side of the body. Notice the difference, whether this is tighter or looser. Again, continue with your deep breathing. And under the bind, if you had the foot on top, come back to center. And then from here, we're going to come to Ananda Balasana, Happy Baby. Pick up the thighs up. You can hold here, maybe your calves, maybe your feet, maybe middle fingers around your big toes. Keep the sacrum on the mat. And then begin to rock a bit side to side. You can extend the legs, maybe you can do the right, the left, or a little bit both for more inner thigh stretching. If you're there, maybe return to legs a bit more bent for normal Happy Baby. And then return to center one final time up, and asana, knees to chest pose. Full breath here. And then gently release into Savasana. We're going to extend the legs, keep them a little bit open, palms facing up, the arms are also slightly apart from the body, eyes closed. Make sure you're comfortable, make sure you're warm. And take a deep breath in through the nose again. Let it go through the mouth. Think of letting go of your breath so we can return to the natural rhythm of your breath, which hopefully should be slower than when we started. But all I want you to do is breathe normal. I don't want you to think of breathing slowly. And we're just going to try to think of relaxing the whole body from the toes to the top of the head. So you can wriggle the toes, you can move your feet a couple of times, a couple of circles in each direction. And then relax the feet. Relax your calves, the shins, the knees, front and back of your thighs. Feeling very heavy in contact with the ground. Relax the pelvis, front and the back. So letting go of your pelvic floor and your lower tummy, letting go of your glutes. Continue relaxing the back body from the lower back to the mid back, the upper back, and the back of your shoulders. All of those muscles soft. or softening, yeah, coming in contact with the ground, with the mat. And then let's do the same with the front body. So again, pelvic floor and tummy are relaxed, the abdomen is soft, the ribs are soft, the chest is soft, the shoulders feel nice and open. You can relax your fingers, a couple of circles with your hands. Return to palms facing up. Just think of your forearms, elbows and upper arms really heavy and soft into the ground. Relax the collarbones, the throat and your jaw. You can allow the mouth to fall slightly open. Relax your lips, your cheekbones, nose, eyes, eyebrows, your brow, forehead. All of the muscles on the face nice and soft. Relax the back of your neck and the skull into the ground. Your head feels heavy and relaxed at the same time. And just continue observing yourself. Notice if there's still tension somewhere. If that's the case, can you maybe let that go a little bit more, bringing your attention to that area using your breath. Notice how the abdomen and the chest move as we inhale and exhale. Notice how you feel now compared to when we started. Acknowledge all of the changes that we've achieved physically and mentally. And have a moment while we're here to express kindness and gratitude to yourself, to come to the mat, to look after your body and after yourself. Allow you to also set an intention for maybe the rest of your day or for the day ahead, the next few days. Just try to embrace some positive thinking before we close the class. So I invite you to stay in Savasana if you've got more time, but otherwise I'm going to guide you how to get out of here. So as you complete the next exhale, begin to wriggle fingers and toes, circle hands and feet, waking up the body. Extend the arms and the legs. Bend your knees, keep your eyes closed and roll to your side. Support your head if you need to, and stay on your side for another breath. And then slowly use your hand to help you up. Come to a comfortable seated position. And we're going to bring our hands to prayer on our heart center. Thumbs touching your breastbone, all 10 fingers connected. Imagine this light shining from the chest. Elbows out, chest open. Take a deep inhale again through the nose. One final exhale, trying to let go of any remaining tension through the mouth. Seal your lips, open your eyes, and to close the class, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. From my heart to yours, namaste. Gently bow your head, release the hands onto your thighs, on your knees, and slowly come on up. So this is the end of this yoga class to help with anxiety, stress, to help you relax. I hope you feel nice and calm after doing this. I definitely feel very, very relaxed. So I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, thank you so much for joining me today. And hopefully I'll see you soon in one of my other videos. Bye-bye.